There is no music without emotions. But it's a very, very delicate matter. We performers are only recreators. The creator is the composer. To me, the composer is a sacred person. So I have to put myself in the service of the composer, follow his instructions, and yet we all add our own individual personalities. There is no way to avoid that. That's why there are no two performers or performances which are similar. It is obvious that before you hear the first note, there has to be silence. And also when the last note dies away, there is silence again. So it's a circular process, and we cannot make music without silence. Unfortunately, our world doesn't support that. We live in a very noisy world. Most people don't even know what silence is, and they are also scared of it. Audiences are very important. I love audiences, and I need them because otherwise I would just be playing for myself in my living room, and I want to share the musical experience. A good audience can give you wings, inspire you, and not attentive audience can be very disturbing. Noises, unpacking candies, coughing permanently. Some people, they don't cough all day, but only when they arrive at the concert hall, there it goes. But with many years of experience, I'm learning to put up with that, and I try to be much more generous, because these are human beings. You have to be forgiving, and they are not there to deliberately disturb you. And if I don't react to the noise, then like Tamino in the magic flute, you can tame them. They will get quiet. But if you show that it annoys you, then the coughers and the noisemakers, they also just get more nervous. Luckily, in the arts, there is no compulsory retirement age, so if you are lucky and in good health and good spirit, then you can continue as long as you live. I still enjoy giving concerts. I don't enjoy traveling, but you cannot give all your concerts in your hometown, so you have to travel. But yeah, this urge to give and to share with people this wonderful music that we have, it is a privilege and a great gift. And as for teaching, the older I get, the more I enjoy teaching, and I have more to share and to give, because when I was young myself, I had to teach myself, and I'm still teaching myself. It's a work in progress. You never arrive. But it's time to give it on to the next generation, to give a sense of, well, a philosophy, or is too strong a word, but aesthetics, yes. What is important is the love of music and the respect for the works and for the composers. And don't be fooled by this world today, which is so commercially oriented. social media. I mean, these are new phenomenons, artificial intelligence. I cannot be part of that. I hope I don't live that long that I see the full development of that. But it's very worrying. Beethoven definitely changed my life because as a very musical child and young man, I had a natural affinity to Bach, Haydn, Mozart, and even Schubert. But Beethoven didn't come easily to me. Certain pieces, yes, because Beethoven is a composer with many characters, many characteristics. Sometimes he's very dramatic, sometimes he's heroic, but in other pieces he's very tender and lyrical, and on top of it, he has a fantastic sense of humor. So somebody playing all sonatas by Beethoven must possess all these. And it's a lot to ask for. It's only comparable to Shakespeare, who has also these different tragedies and comedies and sonnets, and so I think it's very, very much comparable. It has to be by Bach, and today I say without hesitation, Die Kunst der Fuge, the art of fugue. It's really just mind-boggling. And I'm very, very grateful to destiny that at the age of 70 I could learn the art of fugue, and I can play it now. I'm going to, as long as I play the piano, the art of fugue will stay with me till the very end. And many things will not stay with me. I am now already reducing my activities, reducing my repertoire to the essential. There is no approach. I mean, it's always, every work is different. So even there are no two Beethoven sonatas that are alike. So I have to find the specific, the character. Character is very important in music. And also to find, if I take an analogy with the visual arts, with painting, from painting I learn the colors. Music is not black and white. There are many, many colors. And the paintings give the inspiration. From architecture, I learn how to build up a fugue by Bach, which is like a Gothic cathedral. So there are always these analogies. It's not the thing itself, but you have to associate with the other arts, with sciences, with philosophy, with history. I love going to Japan, I must say. Of course, my wife is Japanese. I know the country very well. It's a very special country. I also must say that the other Asian countries, China, South Korea, they are coming along incredibly with a speed that you don't believe your ears and eyes. Also, here in Europe, where our classical music comes from, and of course, this is my home continent. I feel at home here. But we complain, not me personally, but that the audiences are getting older and older. In China and South Korea, they are getting younger and younger. I would say that an audience in Beijing or in Shanghai or in Seoul, the average age is maybe 25. And many children, they I see these children in these places with beautiful, shining eyes. They are not there because the parents force them to go, but by a natural enthusiasm, and also the enthusiasm of the audiences is wonderful. I'm worried that we are a little bit losing that here in Europe. We are so jaded, tired, and also spoiled, verwöhnt auf Deutsch. Of course, people come to the concert, they buy the tickets, but it's more like a consumer society. We buy a ticket, we bought a concert, and we sit here, and it goes in on that ear and out on the other. And I don't feel enough gratitude. When I play Bach or a late sonata of Beethoven, the first word I feel is gratitude. It's my gratitude, but it's Beethoven's, who had all the reason to be angry with the world because of his health and deafness. And instead of ressentiment, he forgives, and he's grateful to God that he was born and he could be a musician and he could write this music. So I think that's the lesson for us.